don't know. Like disgrace, and it was. And she was like that, you know, like as I passed her, it looked like she was probably crying. You know, like I said, you stupid homeless person. It was like, I'm throwing it in her face. And that's my left hand too, man. My right hand, it would have been fine, but I'm not, you know, I'm right-handed, so left hand was just bad, man. And I felt really awful too, man, because I just smacked her right in the face. And it was heavy change. I mean, it's like I took this and threw it right at your nose, you know? So I'm going fast, you know? It's a woman, man. She's not used to taking a punch in the face. I felt like a jerk, man. And the truck behind me, I'm sure he's like, oh, man. It sucked so bad. You know, and I started thinking too, you know, and I'm like, my God, why did you let that happen, man? I was trying to do something nice to this person. You know, I was just trying to help him out, you know, and you made me look like a jerk. You know, that's why I don't give money to homeless people, man. Because you just feel bad afterwards. It sucks, man. I actually have had the worst experience giving money to homeless people. Another story, before I yell. I was at Subway, man, and I was hungry, right? And this was when, remember when they came out with those gold dollar coins or whatever? You know, it's like, whoa, it's like the first time they came out, and I got one, like, it's changed, like, when I went somewhere, and I was like, sweet, you know? And so I was going to Subway, I was in the parking lot, and as I get out of my car, I see this guy, you know, and he's like limping, he's like, hey man, can you spare any change? And it's broken English, right? And but I can understand he wants money. And I was like, yeah, sure, you know. And I was like, I reach in my pocket, you know, and I pull it out, and it's like gold coin. I was like, oh man, you know, 'cause I didn't want to give him the gold coin, man, because I don't know if they're gonna like discontinue it. And maybe it'd be worth something more than $1 later. And plus, it was shiny and new. And I was like, you know, I got to do something. I got to give it to the guy. So I get, here you go, man. It's a gold one. Gold one. So I left and I went to Subway, right? And then I started getting my sandwich and stuff. I'm looking back and I'm thinking, I did good, that was good. You know, I keep thinking I had to let go of that $1, man. And then I look back and I see him like, he's not limping anymore. He like walks into his car, his beat up car, and he sits down in the front, like in the driver's side. And then out of the back seat gets out another guy and he starts limping. And he starts going to other people, like, you know, going to the store or whatever. And I was like, what? It's like some kind of racket or something. What the heck's going on here? And I'm like, hurry up. Like, yeah, no, just the meat. Just give me the, just wrap it up, come on. You know, and I like, give her my money, I like, keep the change, and I run out there, man. I'm like, and I go, and then the other guy's over there doing something, you know. I run to the car, and I was just like, pissed, you know, like I like lean into the car and I'm like, hey, buddy, you know, and he's like looking at me like that, right? And I was like, so your leg's fine, isn't it? And he's like, well, no, I don't understand. And I was like, yeah, no, you understand what I'm talking about. And then his buddy, and there's 4 guys actually, 3 guys in the car, and the other guy starts coming back. He stops limping to come back to find out what's going on. And then I'm like, what? Get in the car, you know, and he gets in the car or whatever. I said, dude, where's my gold coin? I'm like, give me my gold coin. And then he's like, oh, and he opens up his whatever, is where you put your cigarettes, ashtray. And there's like a mountain of change in there, but I don't see the gold coin, you know? And I'm like, where's my gold coin? He's like, oh, I don't know. It's not. And he says, I don't know, you know? And I'm like, and I reach in there and I grab his hands, like, all right then, get out of here, punk. Take off or whatever. But I was like, dude, my gold coin isn't worth all this change. I was mad though. I was really mad. What was that?
So this is why the PowerPoint was lost.
Yes. This is why I don't have any real powers, because I would not do good with them. I would have morphed right there and beat the guy up, you know? And his friends, you know? I would have really made sure that they were limping, for real. Nah, but it's hard, man, because like stuff like that happens, you know, and then you feel like, dude, I just got, you know, and then you don't know, you want to give to somebody who really needs it, but then, now I'm not saying don't go give to homeless people, give, but then like, just forget everything and just leave. Yes. As soon as you toss the coin, just close your eyes, so that you think that she caught it and she's happy. think I'm about out of time, guys. Maybe I'll do a couple more. Oh, it's 4:07. Time's up. Is anybody that has not asked a question? Okay, yes.
Asking about 3 delivery.
3 delivery? Okay.
Are you guys going to be doing any more episodes of this show?
Any more episodes of... has anybody watched 3 delivery? 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably why we're not doing more. Actually, it's more of a kids show anyways. It's a show that's on Nickelodeon if you haven't seen it. They still actually run it. You know, I don't know, man. It was doing all right in the ratings, you know, but I don't really know. I haven't heard anything. I don't know if we're going to be continuing it. It's a kids show. It's about 3 little Chinese kids that are trying to save Chinatown from some evil magic person. And we know Kung Fu. So, it's cool. It's actually entertaining, even for an adult, all you people. Okay, maybe it's a kid's show. All right, last question.
I came in late, so I don't know if anyone asked this, but what was your reaction when you found out that the Power Rangers movie you only had like 4 words to say in the whole movie?
4 words to say in the whole movie? Is that all I had?
Yeah, like, it's a song, and that's it.
Which I ad-libbed. Actually, well, I didn't really answer that, but in some way I did. I was when I first got the script, I had a ton of stuff, and there's like a lot of stuff for me to do, a lot of dialogue. But then one of the other Rangers didn't like that I had a whole lot of stuff, and complained to the producer, and so they took it away and gave it to me. Which at the time I was a little steamed about it, but then it's like, yeah, whatever, you know, seniority. So, huh? You can probably find out on YouTube. It's obviously nobody that I'm still in contact with.
Just name a color.
I heard his name just like a little second ago. Somebody was saying it just now, right? Yeah. It's not David Yost. I don't have any beef with him though. I mean, that was a long time ago. I understand. I wouldn't have done it, but some people do things a little differently. But yeah, so I mean, I actually wasn't bummed out. I was actually kind of like, I was more like, whoo! I don't have to do anything in this movie. I stand there and go, right, yes. What do I do now? I'm a frog. Thanks a lot. I know that I ramble a lot. Nero! So I'm doing autographs apparently tomorrow night. And you're all excited about it. It's late. It's 10 o'clock. Everything I'm doing here is really late. So please, actually come to the show at 8, and then afterwards I'll sign autographs. The band will be there to sign autographs. And